How do you think the job market will look in 20 years from now? In November of 2016, I had the pleasure of talking with Tommy Otzen, and Tommy is the CEO and founder of Kubo. Kubo is a Danish startup focused on transforming the way children learn how to code. My name is Carlos Monteiro. I'm the founder of Denmark Brazil. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoyed this interview. Thanks very much.
I think I learned to program when I was 29. I had never seen a line of code before, and if I think of what I've been a part of, learning to work with software and technology when I was 29, then imagine if you take 24 years earlier than that, when a child is 4 or 5 years old, and you just get the basic understanding that took me maybe 6 to 12 months to gain in a university. Imagine if they just have that even before they start to school. Where Kubo is right now, in Dubai, together with our partner, Blue Ocean Robotics, they are at a conference presenting Kubo. Instead of trying to make the reference text-based programming, which most people don't understand, and just makes it all complicated, we took something that's familiar for most people. It's not complicated. It actually uses small puzzle bricks to build a sequence that you can program it with. The reference for a puzzle game is universal. Most people understand that. It's very easy to understand how a puzzle game works. I remember standing in London at a EdTech conference and explaining this to a Russian delegation that didn't speak English. Okay. I mean, that was a barrier. But then I showed it, and in 30 seconds they understood it. And I don't even think it was teachers. It didn't look like teachers. It looked like some Russian state delegation or something. But they understood it and they were impressed. And I was impressed that they were impressed. In EU and the US, there is almost 300,000 schools, and then you can multiply it to find out how many teachers that is. And less than 5% of them can actually teach, for example, coding skills. So if you want to train the teachers to be able to do that, it's going to take probably decades. Instead, we want to think, how can we design the technology so it fits their way of teaching? So we don't want teachers to spend too much time getting familiar with Kubo. We just want it to fit very natural with what they're already doing. He's smiling, he's happy, and the kids like that. And it helps them to engage and be even more engaged in learning. 17 countries in the EU in 2016 decided that kids should learn programming. And the countries that are forerunners have understood if you want to teach programming, you shouldn't start in 10th grade. It's too late. You won't get the interest. We can work with children that young because we don't focus on language. We focus on activities. So kids don't need to have a very strong language skills to work with Kubo. They just need to be able to hold something in their hand and put it on something and then see what happens. And they can actually do that when they're 2-3 years old. I think there is a need in the whole world. I mean, if you look at India, their ambition is to be one of the leading software nations in the world. And I think they're doing a good job growing in that direction. So if they want to keep competing, they should also think about software developers need to be creative, not just do something that they are told by somebody else. You could program the robot to drive the way through the maze that you wanted it to. Definitely. And when you look at it, you think, but that's very simple when you understand the system. But just 10 minutes before, you wouldn't know how to program a robot. And I think that's amazing.